guys, I am back. I'm taking it easy today. I have a silent. Also slid my camera on accident. Let's see which direction that moves things. Oh, interesting. I guess that's barely noticeable. What a fucking trip. But back more is it more noticeable? A little bit, I guess. Cool lens, bro. Mr. Camera. Decided you were a bro for some reason. HD 1080p. My buddy. I did have like a half a plan for at least a sentence when I started this, and I've since lost it, and that's okay. I said I was taking it easy today. Oh, I was just gonna add detail to that theme. That is that I had finally, I was going yesterday and things got in the way of it, but today I went to do my PT at Gimnasio, the Him, and it was alright. Did okay today. I started getting tired and I was like, no, I can finish this. And then I realized, no, this is the problem you've been having with PT, AC, is that you want to work out, but you're not working out, you're doing PT. So I start getting in like workout mindset, and then cause I just don't rehab as quickly as I could if I showed some more focus and self-control. Hey Simba, stop licking. Thank you. And you want some scratches, Nervous Nelly? And a rescue dog or pity, and he was surrendered to the Humane Society after like this massive wildfire. So I think the move with the wildfire, from my understanding, it's like the wildfire was probably traumatic and destabilizing, and then they were living in a hotel because there was a shit show after that, and so they couldn't keep the dog there, so they just surrendered him. So like this dog goes from like trauma to abandonment, so has very, very abandonment trauma built into this dog. It's like he gets really, really nervous about weird shit. I don't mean weird like he shouldn't, but shit that I take for granted. Because I'm not a pit bull with specifically his trauma, I guess. I giggle only because it feels weird to describe it in this detail, but anyway. Needed some scritches. This is Blackjack. I fucking love this thing. When I used to be able to run, like in races, I would, this would be one of the songs that come on, like just fucking jacked up. I don't know why. You know what part of it is? It was like a good tempo, and it was upbeat, and so it was like I would push just a little bit harder to match the tempo because I wouldn't be running at quite the tempo that's like my stride wouldn't be. So I'd speed up just a little bit to keep the same stride. And actually, and sometimes I just dance too. It always made it more fun. I had enough energy that I was like, nah, I'll make it, because I wasn't trying to like PR or beat anyone. Just running. So if I felt good, I was like, nah, I'll finish this race. You know, like dance when good shit comes on as I'm running. Well, and yeah, I'm gonna finish this race because I'm not gonna like die or my leg's not gonna stop working halfway through. So that's why I can't run anymore. I ran longer than I should have been, and I will probably make an excuse to do it again at some point, knowing me. So I guess there's that. I wonder how bad that'll be the day I finally get into that one. I'm gonna train at least a little bit, so I don't totally fuck myself. Problem is, it's not so much my mental training. Well, that's a little bit of it. Or my cardio fitness. Like, I'm relatively fit. My muscles are not as strong as they used to be, but they're like the mass is still there. So when I can get them to work, they work fine. I'm physically capable in a sense, as long as like all that shit doesn't break loose. It's that as long as part that's a problem. Okay, let's see if I can remember what I was gonna. I feel like there was like another thing I was gonna talk about. Well, I guess the reminders tomorrow, the fourth video. Or fuck it, let's do a little like another little sneak peek. It's been a while since we've looked at these, but this video is coming out tomorrow. I'm going to. Where are you? All right. In theory, this should work. No, that's not gonna work. This way. Let me pause you. That was Blunts, by the way. A big fan of that one too. It's a song where I kind of found my own in a way, and so every time I hear it, it like makes me think about it. There's the main glitch break in particular. I just really fucking dig. We'll go back to that in a minute, but here's just at least we'll watch the first part of this video. This is they're good. I can get my monitors good here. But yeah, fuck, I can make it a little bigger for y'all too. Listen to a little bit of this for a minute. I really like the intro. This is my favorite of all the animations I made.
Even if you never meet them, then you can tell people you're proactive and goal-oriented. And people say that matters or something. Honestly, my goal was just to make this an okay.
Puros trancamadrazos! Yeah, this shit comes out tomorrow on my YouTube channel.
My allergies.
Fucking check that shit out. Like, I know for one, I'm gonna fucking put that shit on repeat. I guess on Saturday. Or no, tomorrow's Thursday. Fuck, I don't have to do any driving tomorrow after I drop off the kids. I wanna smoke so much fucking weed and just put that shit on repeat. Maybe we'll do that for just like that'll be the shop talk tomorrow, is we'll just watch that a couple times and I'll be really stoned. No, that sounds boring. Although no one ever comes right at the beginning anyway. You only see this in the YouTube. No one sees this live, so maybe I'll fucking do it anyway. You can skip it if you don't like it. Fuck out of here. Alright, hit the next timestamp. Shit, there was something. Oh, and so all of this actually is part of the new EP, Low Sky EP, that comes out tomorrow or on Friday. And we got, I guess there are multiple of me now. We're a community. But we got these cool stickers that I'm sending out to all my paid patrons on. I'll figure out how this angle works at some point. I can't do it, man. This is a mind fuck. Anyway, I like them a lot. Fucking, I'm gonna put some more up in places around my own territory. Oh fuck yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say. And then que iba a decir? Oh, so yeah, so you can get that if you are a paid patron. I believe it's about, I think it's 1 cent more than the cost of buying the album itself, and then paid patrons also get that EP as part of the subscription, so you could download that now if you wanted, even before it comes out. If that's a thing that you're into, is owning, MP3s of stuff. I got stuff on MP3, and yeah, I should make a wave one too. I'll get around to doing that as soon as someone asks. And then Yeah, even if you don't subscribe to my Patreon, you can still follow it for free and then get updated regularly for all the free shit I drop on there too. I most of my stuff is free. The only thing that costs money is the stickers, and I guess technically that means the EPs cost a little bit of money too, because if you just average it all out in some fashion, right? But like the most part's for the stickers. And then I wanted to support because you're just a wonderful supportive fans that I appreciate so much. So there's that too, I guess. If that's what motivates you, fucking rock on, friend. I don't like to assume people are that interested in me. I just assume it's this nice like community support thing. I dig it either way. I just don't know. And then I'm just like rambly. Yo, I did all my meds in just the right timing and order today, apparently, because I feel like fucking $6 or $7 at least. Why is that panned? Or wait, what is that level? What even is that? That what? Is that in and out? No, that can't be. What is that? Why don't I understand this? Wait, it'll say right here. Output signal. Oh, preview Q volume by clicking here. Oh, cool. Okay, it's for transition. Fantastic. Anyway, I'm not using that right now. I don't. There was something else I was going to say, but while I'm thinking about that, you know what we should do is, you know what? I said listen to the rest of fucking Blunts. Ba-da-da-ba-da. I think this is the break right here, right in the middle. I'm going to say it seemed a little early. I haven't looked at all the pieces together in a while, so I'm having a hard time visualizing where exactly this is in the song. You know what I really want to do? I just don't have enough pretty clothes. I want to look pretty today. I feel good. I want to look good too. Oh well. Like I could go do my makeup, but what about? Yup. I've also just been excited in my brains to figure out when this happens the most, so I can try and like kind of nurture those kinds of settings and routines for myself. Hit another just fucking like creative explosion again, or like why am I having a hard time? It's not working with words though. Shit. It's like a anyway, I'm just like I have all these ideas that are all of a sudden just clicking into place for me. They're like really vague, big concepts. I was trying to kind of wrap my head around that in order to start making a lot more sense. I have like all these ideas for what specifically how the label's going to be structured that I'm working on, and how to start fitting promo models into how the label operates in a way that works for me and that I can help support other people in. I want my label to be very agile in the sense of being able to adapt to how we support each other within the label. So that's not how businesses and industries that I've been in the past operates. I was struggling to wrap my head around how I might do that. But I had just a whole bunch, it's kismet. You just keep working and sometimes shit's slow because you don't have ideas. And then things happen. You observe things or you see things or just have an experience that you didn't expect, and then all of a sudden that connects to new ideas. And so I was just working last week and I just there's 4 or 5 things happened where I just ran into unexpectedly, work stuff that just all of a sudden made clear to me where certain things were going. And so the other thing that's kind of a trip about this label that we're starting is that should probably talk about this with a planned introduction. I'm not even ready to tell anyone the name of the label yet. That's not true. I told one person that I pitched as an artist to work with the label, to work under the label. But outside of that, that's one of those kismet things too, is it just kind of happened that I was you know what, I think now is the right time to approach this artist. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's cool either way. But I think I could learn a lot from all of this. Well, and I already have, right? So now I'm already but even when I pitched first artist anyway, I was I don't even have a promo model yet. This is the only service I'm offering at this time. This is a service I want to offer. This is what I can do as part of my work as producer and managing the little bit of stuff that I manage. But then I was I need to figure out this promo thing. I gotta figure out promo for me, if nothing else, right? Because that's not my wheelhouse. And so then I'm and if I'm working with other artists, being able to support promotion in some way is a benefit to them. Because every artist out there, we're all doing all of our own promo. And no one's helping with that except for, a little friend here and there in most cases. And so otherwise it's just all us hustling and legwork on the promo side of things. And and then we're all fighting each other for that because we're the noise. And then everything else bigger than us we're fighting against too uphill. Right? That they already have control of a lot of how promo and reach and all that work. And so I'm I need to find a way to offer some sort of promotional model that's going to be useful to people, right? That makes it so it's worth their time to say, oh, sweet, here's a little bit that gets taken off my plate so I can focus on my art. And so anyway, I just, again, later that, just this last week, where I was ran into a couple things. I was oh shit, here's I came up with some micro models of promotion that'll work in very specific settings. But what that has done now for me is it's given me something concrete to work with. I can say, okay, I can go from here. This is Low Sky Volume 1 playing right now. The music video for that's already on my YouTube. Yo, chatbot, what are you doing? You can watch that, but this is the first song from that EP that comes out on Friday. Again, catch the 4th video. Drops tomorrow on my YouTube. Check that out too. Part of why I'm babbling about the label right now too is just to think some more of this shit out loud. I like working this way. One of the benefits of the stream, because I do this stuff by myself, but I won't explain it verbally in this detail. I'll take notes or write stuff down or organize some things. I have all these other ways. It's still a way of kind of internal monologuing, right? But it's not the same as explaining this to someone else, even hypothetically out there in the the cyber ether,
When you have
the cyber
so you're scripting an event that
send you off to the
and it starts giving
Bitcoin camps, the Dogecoin camps, and the
PhD. So you start thinking
cyber
about something else.
ether.
You still have anxiety.
There's.
Now you don't even remember why.
I think I'm gonna take the Tommy. Oh, but yeah. So I don't know. I'm geeked about some of the ideas. Oh yeah. So I was just saying is like I have concrete ideas now. I was like, oh, so if we just
BRB.
if promo was like we budget these events, we have tabling set up at these events with artists, and I started kind of like sketching out mentally what like how the participation model would work under different content circumstances, depending on like how many artists are involved in the label, who's going where and doing what, and so like, but ways to either, you know, defray costs. The other thing I want to do too, as far as the defraying cost thing, is this stuff I know exists to an extent in the industry also, but I think that it also tends to be pretty fucking when they can get away with it, like heavy on the artists, from my understanding. But like if I have overhead costs, the label has overhead costs that the label's already incurring to support certain things, and like that's part of the operating budget already, then like we don't need to say like, oh, this event cost, you know, $300 to go present at, and then be like, hey, you have to pay the label $100 cash to present at it, right? Like that wouldn't. That's a thing you could do, and the way that things are run right now is, as far as it's all, anyway, it doesn't matter. But like, that's also not useful to the artist. You know what I mean? And I don't think like major labels don't do this. Like I said, so part of this is me just thinking through this as a very alternative label model. But instead you just be like, well, like we have these contract like your contract is to do this work under the label. You just roll that into it, and then you can cut the costs that get, you know, essentially in any business, in any industry, it's those administrative costs. And so you can, if you're not running a for-profit business, like that's actually like some kind of like mutually beneficial business arrangement, then you don't have to fucking like try and like just push all of those costs, as many of those as possible, onto the artists, which is the thing that is incentivized under most like capitalist models, right? So that's the other thing that I'm trying to avoid. It's always weird too, because, you know, it's not like if I say, oh, I don't want to be a capitalist organization, like it's operating under capitalism. The whole point of it's to help us make money so we can fucking survive, right? So like, but anyway, thinking aloud about where I'm going with some of this. Hey, thanks for the follow. Is it not gonna tell me? Nope, chatbot's being weird and I can't see on my video monitor. Oh, that helps. Cloudmaker. Thank you. I appreciate the follow. Oh, you know what? This is a good transition time too, now that the song's ending. All right, let's see. I don't want to open. I'm just like going through shit. Yeah. I was trying to pick stuff that I actually want to do though. I don't know what you sound like. What's in here? No, don't save. Don't save that. Oh my god. That's what I wanted to see. See, now my brain like just totally turned off. I'm like, all right, man, don't need to talk about the label anymore. What do you sound like? Oh, right, this thing. Let me open you up. Make sure you're not gonna do that weird thing you do sometimes. That's all cool. All right, let's see what this thing's doing. Yeah, I would be happy to do a review on a track. Actually, so I'm glad you asked, Cloudmaker. Thank you for asking if I review tracks. Yes, In fact, one of the things I've been trying to kind of get into my own routine, but right now it's been mostly legwork on my own end, and so it's been hard to get consistent about this, but is like I've been trying to kind of get a talk shop time in the beginning of my stream every day. Talk shop talk. And one of my main ideas about that was to find other neat art, mostly music, because that's what I'm working with, right? But like any kind of art, so that I can just like pump it up, be like, hey, no one's ever heard this or seen this or whatever, right? And be like, here's really cool things that people would be missing out on. They never saw this thing happen. They get a kick out of that. There's so much cool shit people are making, and you know, it's just the internet feels infinite. I don't think it'll. I don't know if it gives me like some things when it comes up, I can just hit allow it, but let me just do this instead. And this is everywhere else too, but I'm gonna put my email, and I always spell it wrong because I'm a clumsy typer. There we go. But you can just shoot me an email, and then I'll grab it from there. It would be the easiest. I mean, it would be direct if I could just get it out of chat. But what I don't know is, I don't know if it just auto times you out, or if I can hit like, you know, approve this time or whatever, make an exception. And I don't feel like it'd be annoying to be like, hey, just chance it. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So no, I think it's pretty straightforward. Oh, no, I know what's happening. I think what you were talking about is coming out of, is it this one? No. Where are you? This one. Yeah, there's some Bit Crush shit that's stuck in here. Let's see, it's coming from, where did I build you? No, you didn't go, you were in the gator. Oh, yeah, right here, duh. And so then I just had this LFO with the glider type of random wave pattern. And then I built in steps just because I wanted it to sound a little bit more distinct and less slidey, although I really like the slidey with Redux because anytime you do bit reduction or bit crush and it's got more of that slidey feel, it can give some cool like formants that start to sound like robot voices saying words and shit. I was getting a kick out of that. Oh, fuck yeah. Cool. Well, you know what to do. I'm going to open that just so it's already in my tab and I don't have to worry about forgetting about it. Let me move this over here. Yeah. And actually, this is good too because it reminds me, I do have one other track. The other thing is, I don't know, I just move at this speed I move at. So another homie sent me something the other day on Monday, I think. Let's say it was recently, right? Yeah, I think it's just on Monday. Sent me something, and I did a first listen, but I've been meaning to do another listen and then playing around with it, and I'm talking about that one too. So this will get me to hopefully, when I get into one of my off-stream workspaces, I'll hit those two things next. But oh yeah, nice. I don't know what to say to that, but it's great that you've been, and yeah, you learn like so much all the time. Like that's something that trips me out still, is like some of this shit when I have like these just random ahas where I'm like, actually, you know what, maybe I'll do that now. No, I'm gonna do it this one. A neat little chill loop. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. But I was thinking about this a while back too. I've been working on other stuff. I'm not much of a video person, so a lot of my energy went into the music videos for my album, but like recently anyway. But sometimes I'm thinking through videos, like what kind of stuff I'd want to talk about with respect to music, is a lot of times I think about, especially like at the beginning, like the learning curve's so fucking weird in music production because like no matter what your background is before going into music production, like just the workspace part of it alone, whether it's hardware or digital. I'll talk digital because we're looking at it, but like there's all these fucking moving parts, and so people will say like, "Hey, here's how, like, here's an envelope and what it does," but they don't tell you what any of like the pieces are. So then you get an envelope in front of you that has all these dials and shit with it, and you're like, "But what am I hearing or feeling or like what's happening?" Like it's impossible to just like, I shouldn't say impossible, but it's hard to make sense of it, and there's so much of that shit, and so a lot of times, anyway, I think a lot about sometimes shit that like took forever to click with me. I'm like, okay, I know if I move these dials in this way, this thing kind of happens, but like I didn't know why it was working, so I couldn't like apply it into other stuff very well, right? Like I could use some effects for just very specific things, and that was like it. But yeah, vocals are a fucking trip, just because they're different than other sounds that you're working with in a lot of ways. The whole formants thing and the way that our ears pick up like articulation of language is a trip. And so once, and I talk about it that way because that's how like my brain processes dealing with vocals. But once I could figure out what was actually happening with the sound and like apply it to what I know about language and sound and voices, then it started to be able to make more sense. But it's different than working with the other sounds. So like it's not as easy to just be like, oh, I can process this track or mix this like instrumental piece and then just say, okay, now I can apply all those same ideas to vocals. It's kind of a different animal. And plus there's so many fucking different ways people do vocals. Like most of the time, I don't have a lot of practice doing like good clean vocals because I like shredding stuff so much. So even when I'm doing vocals anymore, like I've gotten better at it over the past like year. But most of the time I just fuck them up anyway because that's what I was trying to do. I think this is not in a place I like it anymore. I think the thing started out okay and then it did something, but I don't remember. This is just like a feeling I have. Let's see what the facts are that go along with this feeling in a second here. Oh, man, I feel like I could have a... Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. It's so funny because there's so many fucking sounds in there and shit. And then, like, they're all going at once. So you start to like just focus on, you get used to it. Like even people that have nothing to do with sound, like sound design or like doing stuff with music specifically, our ears still work, right? And so we become attuned to listening to certain pieces of sound and our brain focuses on that and we miss all the other sound that's coming in and like our subconscious does something with it, like ignore it or whatever. And so then once you start hearing some of those things that you didn't hear before, it's a fucking trip. Like I know that my bad resonance for my ears is A notes, so 440 hertz, 880 hertz, 1760 hertz. If you get resonances right there in those narrow bands, just kills my ears immediately. And so I know I have to cut a lot of that shit out of my music if I want to listen to my own music. And then there's another one at 1,000 and 2,000 that can be a pain in the ass for my ears. But like, it was like messing with this shit for a while before you start like picking out all those things individually in a whole like sea of noise. It's a trip. Oh yeah, no worries. So what I tell a lot of people about art is I think like we're conditioned in a lot of ways to always look at art as the result, as the end product. And like, I mean, that's cool too. Like, I'm releasing an album on Friday. Like, I like having finished songs, but like, I don't know, that's not the cool part of like art for me. Like, even with finished songs, like, you go perform a song that you've, recorded and rehearsed a million times and you're going to perform it different every single time because it's fucking fun to do that, right? And so like, and so that part of like, sort of like traditional like music and performance, I guess, is for me is like, is creativity, is the is the journey. And so like even like the end result isn't the end. You're still on this journey the whole way through. So like I like the beginning stuff and the middle stuff a lot. Like I love working with and hearing and seeing like these songs in their in-betweens and seeing where they're gonna go or where they could go. Sometimes I like catching when I have friends will have works in progress going, and I'll hear kind of like, they'll like share a bit of it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is great. And then I'll start wondering like, well, where are they gonna go next? And so that's really fun for me too. So I'm like, okay, well, I might do this or this or this. That would sound cool. But knowing what, however well I know a person, they might do this or this or this. And then when you finally get to see where they went with it, it's a surprise anyway, because you're never going to guess 100% right on what they were going to do. It's just neat to think through all those ideas for me. Get a kick out of that shit. I think, and this is the thing that I've been trying to stick to my guns on for myself, because like it's easy to get caught up, right, in the like I need to pay bills, or I need to be heard, or I need to whatever it is that we're trying to get out of this in a material sense also, because we are living in a material world. And but like I try to remind myself a lot, like I just need to just fucking enjoy the journey sometimes. And like no, I lost it. The ADHD taking over. I thought I had like an example, but I lost it. I'm sorry. Nice. Oh, cool. Yeah. Like, yeah. The DJ mix. Yeah, no, and that's the thing, like, yeah, how DJs work is, some of it's not for me, and like, I don't know, there's something about like DJ work that I'm just kind of like, about, but there is there are aspects to it when you hear someone that's like really skilled in some of the specific parts of DJ work, that like I do get really kind of geeked about, like to listen to. But yeah, like you're saying, just like that everything they do in a DJ set, right? Like you watch them and they're paying attention to these tempo things, and they're seeing when certain markers are coming up, and they're changing pitch on a set, on a song, so that's going to match a whole set that they've put together better. And so they got this repitched version of this maybe popular song that's and those are all like conscious decisions with all this creativity that's like on the backside of it that pushes all that forward. I see the appeal in DJing as far as like doing it too. I mean, obviously I see the appeal in listening to DJs. Like, even when I'm like, DJs, if I'm out at a club and I want music, I'd rather have a DJ there than just like some, jukebox or like iPod Salus or some shit. But like, and that's just because it's not my thing, but like, it's good. And, but like on the other side of it, like I can see why it'd be fun as far as like the way that you're engaged with that music as a DJ, and the way that you're like, it's almost like how would I describe? Like it feels like a dance to me almost, like is what you're describing, like backup dancers on stage for like pop, for the actual bands and singers themselves or something. And so sure, like the DJ's not singing that music, not playing that music, right? Not doing that part of the show, but they're in there moving and grooving and making everything fit together in a way that's appealing and entertaining to watch and engage with. And so like, I love doing that. It's just DJing's not the way that I get that experience, you know what I mean? But like, I totally see why like that would be very appealing. It's really just like what it's, you know what it is? It's kind of like a dance style thing. Like if we were talking about dance, is that like it's almost like that's you know, hip hop or something, and I'm into contemporary. You know what I mean? Like it's just like we're just into two different things as far as what we like to do, and but it's all the same. Like, you know, you're like, I can dance with, you know, with the music live, but also I'm dancing behind the scenes to make music happen, right? And so it's the same thing with like, yeah, no, that's the big thing. I think that's part of why. Well, that's the other thing of why it's not for me is I think that one of the most important skills for a DJ, as someone talking from way outside, and maybe there are even more important ones, but like to me it seems like one of the most important skills for a DJ is being able to understand what people want. And I don't understand people, so that's not a thing that I think that's like my biggest hurdle with DJing in general. Like for me, like even just from a really, really like superficial sense, like I don't even know what songs to grab to put into a set list because I don't know what the fuck people like. Or I shouldn't say I don't know. Like, you know, like I can do stuff. Like I can go look at charts and I could go see what's playing on radios and I can kind of get a feel for it that way. But like I don't understand it. I don't know how it works. Like if there was a brand new hit that just came out yesterday and I was trying to get a set list ready for Friday, like I wouldn't know if that's one that by Friday is going to be a fucking blowing up and I need to make sure I get that in there or not. You know, like, and people know that shit though. They know how people work better than I do. So like they could put together these, you know, just way more compelling sets than I ever would be able to. I shouldn't say ever would be able to, but than I ever would be able to without doing work that I don't want to. Yeah, and actually that's the other thing too. I wonder how, I think I'll learn that more. I'm trying to figure out how structured I want certain aspects of my own performances to be and then how free flow I want them to be, and finding a nice in between. It also kind of depends too, like whether I'm doing kind of like a more of like a traditional performance or I like to do what I would consider like my like street performance thing where I can just get like a set like this going and then start you know, playing with it live instead of having like a set plan. So it can be two like different kinds of things that I can do depending on what the context of the performance was. That's cool. I appreciate you talking and asking about all this like sort of just like the business, shop talk, all the shop talk. Because it gets me thinking out loud more too about my idea. It helps me think through my own ideas. It's like another thing I have to remind myself of a bit. I get kind of gun shy about like gatekeepy behavior, and so I'll find myself like gatekeeping myself. How is this? Oh, this is just a. You know what? I'm gonna leave this one alone for now. What's next? Actually. Wait, what did I do with those drums? Never mind. What did I do here? What is this? Oops. So basically nothing. All right. Yeah. No, I don't want to. I'm just seeing if anything jumps out at me out of my random work in progress folder. Ooh, let me go. That's another thing I'm bad at is, well, and part of it is, I guess, like what I was saying earlier, right? Like there's so much noise, there's so many people in the world, right? And so many of us make music and it's hard to like know everyone. But I'm gonna check that out too. And then, oh, the other thing I try to remind myself about is that, like with stream stuff, sometimes I'm worried about, like, what if people, if this is true? I don't think I want to mess with those noises right now either. I wonder what was I doing with this? Just around that. No. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was trying to set up here. May have been one of those, I had an idea and then it didn't pan out, so I just went to something else. That happens sometimes too. Oh, so what I was saying though is, like, about working in streams sometimes is, like, people ask questions or say, like, want to talk shop, and so I'll say, like, what I do, and then I'll get, like, kind of self-conscious, like, oh, well, what if that's, like, I don't think it like this, but to paraphrase a shorter version of it, I'm like, what if I'm wrong? Like, well, I'm not. That is what I do. I do it because it's what I happen to do right now, and sometimes people have other ways of doing it. Like, again, remind myself that I'm talking about what I'm doing because I'm thinking about it as well, constantly, like, reflecting on how I'm doing different stuff. I used to use FL Studio. Wait, yeah, let me, thank you for stopping by, Cloudmaker. I'll check that out for sure. I actually got a little, maybe I'll do during my smoke break on first pass, because that'll be easy. And then, what was I saying? Oh, I used to use FL Studio too. There's a lot of things I like about it. I don't know why I ended up in Ableton somehow. But yeah, if you're still around, I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Alrighty, Pringles done. Okay. Well, for that anyway. There it is. It's like, That's the plan. Till the wheels come off, as they say. Okay, so let's break right down here. Thank you for the follow. Is it gonna tell? I still can't fucking read. I gotta fix that. Make it bigger for me. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining about my poor setup. I should be thanking you. There we go. Oh. Your interesting noise. Wait, not you. Let's do this one first. Yeah. There's on it. Let's go here. Real teams, appreciate it. Thanks for saying hi in the chat. Said who the hell I'm talking to. I'll get shit figured out eventually. It makes me like really crunchy. Where are you crunchy at? That might work. That might be what I want. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. You sound with everything. Yeah, but. And I think that's enough nitty gritty on this for now. And I'll go on to the. Actually, what time is it? Oh, we are approaching smoke break time. Approaching. What does this one sound like these days? We will find out. Find out. Man, my chat box still doesn't want to fucking work today. Oh, what if I do this? Maybe if I come in here, you gonna start working? You gonna pretend to start working? Silly bot. How are people supposed to know about things that I forget to tell them about? All right. Oh, that's right. I started with that gate on there too, huh? All right, ready, go.
Really? What?
It's things. Boom, 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 boom. I thought this sounded better than this once upon a time. Shoop, 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 shoop. Is there something like... I miss it. No. Oops, oops, oops. There we go. I could add more drums. I want it. Maybe some little snaps. Untitled next. Wait, where did I put it then? What? Oh, wait, what? Oops, I fucked some shit up somewhere. Wait, will this... Oh, I didn't copy those, cool. No, that's something different. No, that's... I don't know what I'm doing. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Okay, interesting. Do I have anything else? No. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I hated in 10 and 9 having to like automate all of that shit. Like in the automation lane or other ways. Once they put those in, I was like, they can lead to some weird problems. Like especially when rendering, but so I just have to remember to look at them though. They're kind of hit and miss. The problems are like, I assuming they're bugs. I don't know, unintended side effects. But it does make a lot of my like. I really like having shit that's like pseudo random, and so it really helps feed that beast without me getting too annoyed at the work that I have to put into it. Or, you know, I don't have to use as many, like, random plugins, too, to make shit happen sometimes. It's kind of nice. I think I'm done with this one for now. Having a lazy day in the work in progress folder. Oh, I feel like this one ended up sounding kind of neat, though. What do you... Oh, wait, no, did I just open this recently? Oh, no, it's not. Why did I think I just mixed this up with another one as well. What do you sound like so far? I feel like maybe it doesn't need to be this fast. Let me try to get this from the beginning. think I got an eyelash in my eye. Motherfucker, I hate when I do that. I'm like, oh, something feels funny. I have an itch. I'm like, no, it's just loose eyelash. And I just launch it straight into my eyeball. Take that, you fucking cocky lens. Not being damaged in a while. I could bring down that clap sound though, eventually. Alright, fantasy shit. Oh. Yeah, I was like, I got lucky with just the timing of when I fell into it, because I bought 9 when 10, or did I buy 10? Maybe I bought it at 10 when 11 was coming out? That doesn't sound right. No, that's not right. I bought 9 when 10 was coming out, I think. If I remember the order right. And it was like, they already announced it, so they had like all the specials for like pre-order, buy this, get this, and all that shit. And so I just happened to have the funds, and they had the sale, and so I got like the 910 upgrade, and with whatever the second one is that Suite? Is it like, or is it like Intro Studio Suite? I think I have the middle tier if I remember right. And the upgrade was part of it for 10, so I basically just bought 10 for like a huge discount. And then, so then when like 11 came out, it was like another one of those things. I was like, fuck, I gotta get around to that. And I finally got around to it when when they were having another sale. So it was like, instead of $250 or whatever it is for the upgrade, it was like 100 something. And then the same thing happened with this one. I was like, I wonder what's going on with, because I never keep up on products. I never know what the fuck they're doing. And so I was like, I wonder when Ableton's upgrading again. I should check into that so I don't have to pay out the ass on accident or something. And it was just right when they had the sale for all the 12 shit coming out. And I was like, all right, sweet, we'll pay for upgrade, I guess. And it just, again, a little bit more fortunate that time. It was tighter on money, but it was like just right with the sale. I was like, okay, cool. Man, I gotta do something with this. This is fun. Oh, I remember I had this whole funky setup. And then I decided that I wanted to parallel process everything. So I like I lied. Oh, no, that's not the group. I built a sequencer, and then I decided that I wanted them to all work separately, but with the same instrument is what it was. That's why I grouped them. Okay, it's not as cool as I thought it was, but still. Neat. Okay, my pee-hole box, forgot about that. Doing some silly sound design stuff. Is there a way that I can do it on here? No? Oh well, it got fixed in there, I guess. I can just turn all these down. What am I doing? They all end the same way? No? Oh. Oh, I see what it's doing, so that's just... Wait, that's the mids. Okay. Yeah, okay. The mid for that instrument with the range that I'm using. Neat. Maybe I'll fix that later. I think now's a good time. I do need to take my break. Yeah, I don't have a lot of hardware that I work with. Most of the stuff that I do is in studio production stuff, but I am going to start looking at specifically which hardware pieces I want to get for performances, and then how to start getting that going too. So that's part of my learning curve. Is all of my live performance experience is from other mediums, other media, from other forms. So like, I was in a rock band, two different rock bands, and I was a stage actor. Those are all different than like electronic music performance. So I'm still figuring out what like my performance style is, what my performance needs are. But 10. Got it. Came with your first. Yeah. That's the other thing that's nice is I do have some cool shit like I got although there's a free one somewhere too that I just coincidentally got around the same time, but I got my Arturia keyboard. I got the 49 key, and it came with a Moog emulators, a Moog style synth or whatever. And so I was like, oh sweet, I got that already for digital plugin. Didn't have to go track one down. Although that one's a really popular one to give as like an add-on to something, and I think there are actually quite a few free plugins that try to emulate the Moog pretty well. Oh yeah, it's funny. I'm like going in order as I'm catching up with chat. You're like, yes, the Arturia. It's the Arturia has the Keylab 49 Essential, and then I was using the Mark 10, Mark 2, the Kai Mini Mark 2 for a while, and then two of my keys wore out, and so it was like I needed to get a new one. And I was like, well, I might as well get a full first, and then I'll worry about getting minis again if I need one for performances or whatever. I have. Let's go here. This is good. You're distracting me. I'm supposed to take my break, but I actually like distractions because the breaks annoy me. They make me feel like, I mean, I need to do it because I'm humans, but like, they make me feel like, it feels like work. It feels like a chore, like a thing scheduled that I have to do, and I like that. But, where was I fucking going? Is it this one? Yes, let's go here. How about a couple of these have it, but I don't remember which one's like more interesting to open because it has it. But yes, I have used VCD Rack and I really like it. And when I was using it before, from my understanding, I don't know if it's still the same way, but at the time, to get the VST, it was pay. So VCD was free, but then for the standalone, but if you wanted the VST plugin, like you could pay for that. And I wanted to play with it just as a standalone anyway, because I really want to, I would love to get into a hardware modular, but I don't have the money set aside for it right now. So, or necessarily the time. It's sort of like it's more of a for funsies right now. It's not as accessible to me directly at the moment. But I still wanted to learn more about it. I was like, well, I want to at least kind of understand how all this shit works before I go buy, thousands of dollars of gear. And so I did get VCB Rack then, but then I came across, I don't know who fucking told me about this. I'm sure it was one of the like YouTube channels I follow, but talked about Cardinal, or maybe I just lucked into it, found something like it when I was trying to get an upgrade for VCB or something. And it's essentially just VCB, the VST for free. So they have this for free also, and then like a lot of third-party plugins, there are some bugs with it. But like, considering how complex a plugin like this is, like, they're really, really minor fucking bugs. But yeah, I could probably make room. My partner might get annoyed, but at least I have the benefit of a little bit of free reign in here. It's the studio, but it's also like the office space. So I do a little bit of sharing in here. But yeah, the fucking, just like, I mean, there's some cool like little starter setups I can do just for like playing around with and getting used to it. You know, that would be a ton of fucking money right out the gate. But like, it's still, you know, like what I would pay for Ableton, maybe. You know, like fresh. So it's so it's just a thing that I haven't been able to like get into because it's not the most accessible hobby. Yeah, for like what you pointed out too for the space reasons. But then it's cool too because they just like DCD, they have like their own little analogs of a lot of the ones that are the hardware modules you can get out there already, and a lot of the manufacturers like built them like programmed themselves and sent them in, and so like you're getting a lot that are pretty, you know, intended to be pretty faithful to the real thing. Like I'm pretty sure all of is Clouds the brand that does this? I can't remember what the brand of modular is that has all these interfaces that look kind of like this, but from my understanding, like this is like that company made this and sent it out to like for use with BCD and Cardinal. I believe that's the case. But yeah, so it's, if you already work with VCD, this was like the exact same fucking thing. So like even me just jumping over into this, it wasn't too hard to figure out. The only thing that's kind of funky is because this one's, I mean, this would be funky for anything, right? Like since it's the VST, not the standalone, some of the routing is just different when it starts. So there's a little bit getting used to how it's routed. Like the VST comes with, well, 3 versions. I don't understand entirely what the 3rd version's for. I haven't played with it, but they have a synth version and a effects version, and so it's just because of the way the input-output routing on it works. So the synth version specifically has built for MIDI input. The other one specifically has the audio input. It's really the only difference. But they just, the other doesn't have the other, you know. Oh, this is pretty long. I still think I'm gonna pause it. Sometimes I'll just leave this shit running during my break, but I think I'm gonna bring up the finished music during the break. What's this? Oh, sweet. This is the new album. This is the video that comes out tomorrow. Fuck, good time. This is the fates telling me to take my break right now. This is Slow Sky Volume 4. And the video for this, the music video for this comes out on my YouTube channel tomorrow. And the album comes out on Friday. But teams, I'll be back in a moment if you're still around. If not, cool. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm gonna let some of my music play on my break. I'm gonna go smoke some weed and take care of the meat suit, and then I'll be right back.
Getting face fucked by allergies. I'm being informed that face fucked also carries another meaning. BRB, licking all the penises so nobody else can eat them. Have y'all met Jeff? Jeff sneaks into my brain at night and skeets my most shameful secrets. Why do my words so moist? think I'm some fucking landlord? Just fist bumped the air fryer and said, "Right on, brother, if you want to know how the weed's hidden." Getting high and eating the shit out of some Indian food. Non-fungible token. BRB, getting more stoned than a biblical adulteress.
was probably only gone long enough too for those. Oh. I get back to tooling around in my work in progress folder. See what's going on in there. Where was I? I think this one's next. Maybe I'll actually cut some of this up. Who knows? What kind of work mood am I in? My brain goes through different phases. Sometimes I really like doing a lot of just like processing and slicing and sample edits, and sometimes I like doing bigger shit. Sometimes I just want to fuck around with mixing for a while, listen to music that's already there. So that's all. What's gonna tickle the brain today? I thought this is this one. Preset? Yep. Like, that sounds cool, that doesn't sound like something I'd make. Alright, well, the project's cleaned up now, even though I didn't do any work. Oh, it's this one that I cut up. I was thinking of one that was cut up, and I thought it was that one. I think this one's all fucking bunch of, I rendered it and said, let's just cut some shit up and see what the fuck happens. You want to play with this? Do I want to play with this? AC, you want to play with this? What is... There we go. That's what oh, okay. Oh, and then I wanted to find some weird shit in here to play with, I guess. Cool. So got a little background thing there. Got some kind of drum loop. Oh, this is fucking the whole... That's just a section. I see what I'm doing, kinda. I think. I don't even fucking know. Whatever. If I move you out here. What is all this shit? Oh, this is processing from here, so I did something with this. What was I doing? Doesn't matter. This was definitely like playground for me. I remember that much. That's why I don't remember anything else about it. Because I was just fucking around. Okay. It's not really annoying or noisy shit over here. Yeah, let's do 5s. Make it weird. Mostly, I do this a lot with works in progress. I'll start just trying to fix some of like the workflow shit so that I can sort of wrap my head around what I'm looking at and working with. A lot of times when I'm playing, it's just like shit gets just thrown everywhere, and then kind of just work back out from there. That's the way I like to work. I forget shit all the time. God damn it. messier than I realized. At least that was a little bit sharper, I guess. That's nice. You know what? I'm not gonna make this a problem here. Hold on, let's go do this. Cleaner. Squirrels on my roof. Roof, 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 roof. Get them peanut swirls. Oh, what's up, Prancer? Prancer just chilling out my window. Stop, fluffy butt. Oh. How do you describe that tail? How would one describe your tail, Prancer? Ah, there's more poop out there. Fucking dogs poop every time they go outside. I mean, I guess that's the point. Never mind. Now that I said it out loud. But I also left out a key detail there, and that is that I just picked up all the poop. So there's another one for me to go pick up now. Alright, I'm going to do something similar to this. I'm going to shape it. Let's get the shape on. I'm going to start with some gate shaping. Gate shaping. Gate shaping. Gate shaping. Gate shaping. Gate shaping. It's like a lot of you to work with here. That's the clean one. The other one was fucking messier. Is that even gonna work for the other one? What if I do this? In case I need to adjust it. I need another one of these breaks in here. This is cool. I'll bring that down too, probably in the mix later. This part keeps out. No, it's helpful. It's exactly what this is for. Sweet, so I don't have to cut as much later. Cool, that works. Then let's EQ a little. More of the low here, less of the high. flatten that one. That's a little bit tighter set of samples now. Sometimes I just get too distracted if it's a little too messy while I'm doing like arrangement work. And I like to just like, well, I'm thinking about it now. I might as well get some of that work done that I'm gonna have to do later anyway. Like I'm gonna have to make those cleaner. So I might as well just make them all a little bit cleaner now. And then so let's go back to this. They're pre-effects, right? But yeah, so this should be, that's as long as that's gonna come in. Really? Oh. I don't want to do that. Maybe I don't need to make this as soft now. We'll find out in a minute. What's 4 at? Now what's 5 at? Now, let's push it like 200. Once you're compressing off that, and over compress it. Oh, I want that longer. Like 45? Like this little spot right here. Anyway, what else we got in here? And there we are. I'm gonna take a super quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back already, and I'm not really feeling this, so we're gonna stop. We're gonna go to the next one. Oh, I'm hungry. What could I eat? Oh man, I'm so bad at this. Eating. Oh, this is a weird fucking dance, right? What? I also gotta cut them up. Oh, this one. Okay, let's cut up a couple real quick. Oh, I forgot all this is way up big now. That's gonna be a fun transition when that gets all put together. Bow, bow. Bow. All right. Anyway, it is time for me to wrap up this part of the stream, do my middle of the day break shit, and then I'll come back later for some Fallout New Vegas. But I am AC, Amateur Crastinator. You can find out more about my music at amateurcrastinator.com. And I got a new album, Low Sky EP, coming out April 26th. That's this Friday. Tomorrow, I got the fourth and final official music video for songs from that album coming out. It's for Low Sky Volume 4. It's the fourth song on the album. So keep eyes and ears out for those things. I'm excited. I appreciate all the likes and follows and chatters. Oh, chat was great today. Appreciate it. Yeah, it sounds like I got a lot of shit getting put on my plate. Parenthetical, complimentary, positive, good. I don't know, all good. And so yeah, I'll be back in a few for some Fallout, some music, and some hangout time. So hopefully I'll see some of y'all there. Have a great day.